So in this short video then we're going to look at calculating the surface area of a cube and a cuboid. So let's start with carrying out the calculation on a cube first of all. And we'll say that our cube has 6 centimeter length. So a cube obviously is just a collection of squares. And because it's a collection of squares, once we know one of the lengths, which is 6 centimeters, then we know that all of the lines in the square are going to be 6 centimeters. And in order to calculate the surface area, we want to know the area of all of the cube's faces. And we know that a cube has 6 faces. So if we get the area of one face and then we multiply it by 6, we will have the surface area of all of the faces on the cube. So to get area, we multiply length times width. So if the length is 6 centimeters and it's a cube, the width is also 6 centimeters. So that's 6 times 6. And now we also need to, which is 36, and now we also need to multiply that by the amount of faces on the cube. And there are 6 faces on the cube. So let's multiply 36 times 6. 6 6s are 36, put down your 6, carry your 3. 6 3s are 18 and 3 is 21. And so our surface area is 216 centimeters squared. Alright, let's try one more example then of a cube. So let's say we get another cube, and this time its faces are 4 centimeters. Let's try and picture a cube. So it's just a collection of squares. We connect it up. And again, we know that its length is 4 centimeters. Therefore, its width is 4 centimeters. And because it's a collection of squares, all of these lines are 4 centimeters in length. So if we can find the area of one face, which we'll find by multiplying length times width, and then because we know that the cube has 6 faces, we can multiply our answer here at this step by 6 to get our answer. So one face then is 4 centimeters times 4 centimeters, so 4 cm times 4 cm, that equals 16 centimeters squared. And then what we need to do is we need to multiply that by our 6 faces, so times it by 6. 6 6 is 36, put down your 6, carry your 3. 6 1s are 6 plus 3 is 9, so our surface area is 96 centimeters squared. Okay, so that's how to calculate the surface area of a cube. A cuboid then is a little bit trickier, and we'll show you why. So let's draw out a cuboid to make sure that it's rectangular. And let's connect it up. And connect it up. So I suppose just like we had to find the area of irregular shapes, in the cuboid things are more irregular than they are in the square, because this face here is going to be equal to this face here, this face here, and this face here, whereas the face on this side, so we call this face 5, is going to match face 6. So face 1, face 2, face 3, face 4, face 5 and face 6. So we need to know the surface area of faces 1, 2, 3 and 4, and then we need to find the surface area of faces 5 and 6, and then we're going to add those together. So let's give this length then. First of all, let's say that this is 7 centimeters. This line here is going to be 8 centimeters. Let me just make sure they're centimeters. And then this line over here is going to be 2 centimeters. And then we have enough to begin to calculate. Okay, so to get the area of face 1, I'll just mark this in red, might make it a bit easier. So face 1, which is this face here, we need to get the length, which is 7 centimeters. So let's record this. So face 1, length 7 centimeters, and then its width, which is this line here, is 8 centimeters. The width 8 centimeters. Now face 2 then, face 2, its length is also 7 centimeters, but its width, so that's 7 centimeters, but its width is 2 centimeters, which is this line here. Face 3 then, well, face 3 is the same as face 1, so face 1 and face 3 are the same. Face 2 then and face 4, they're also going to be the same. So they're connected and these are connected. Then we need to get face 5 and face 6. So face 5 then is going to have a length of 8 centimeters. That's face 1, face 3, face 2 and face 4, and here's face 5 and face 6. And we said its length is going to be 8 centimeters. Its width then is here, which is going to be 2 centimeters. Okay, so let's think about this then. So face 1 and face 3, that's going, its area is going to be 7 times 8 will give us one of the faces, and then we need to multiply that by 2. Let's go 7 times 8 is going to give us 56, and 56 times 2, because there are 2 faces, there's face 1 and face 3, gives us 112. The second group then, face 2 and face 4, that's going to be 7 times 2, which gives us 14. And we need to multiply that by our faces, which is 2, which is 28. Our last one then is going to be 8 times 2, which is 16. And we times that with the faces again, which is 32. Then we need to add these together to get our surface area. 2 plus 8 is 10, plus 2 is 12, turn your 2, carry 1. 1 and 3 is 4, and 2 is 6, and 1 is 7, and 1. And so our answer is 172 centimeters squared is our surface area. Okay, so this has been a short video on how to calculate the surface area of a cube and a cuboid.